Hello guys, welcome to a new awesome tutorial series, and in this series we will recreate exactly those artworks here that I've created already, because a subscriber Radko Radujkovic asked me if I can make a tutorial on the PLANETARA artwork, and sure, why not? Like, I definitely enjoyed too. Yeah, this part will be split definitely in 3 or 4 parts. So definitely subscribe so you don't miss the other parts, because otherwise the tutorial will be too huge, too long, because we have to cover a lot of different steps. But yeah, you will learn a lot. And yeah, you can use that knowledge for your own product renderings. You can create a beautiful portfolio, get more clients with that. And yeah, so in the first part, we will create the composition with the stones, with the branch. Also, you can download cosmetics, tube and bottle. I've created them for you, and I also UV'd them, so you can just follow along with me when we create the design in Photoshop. And yeah, you will see, yeah, we will do this kind of artwork design, and also I will show you how to create this with help of masks in the Octane material, this reflective parts and this non-reflective parts. And yeah, also very important part, we will create in the episode those moss and plants and ferns on the rocks. I think that's absolutely beautiful and amazing. And yeah, it looks very photorealistic because it's on some parts there is more moss, on some parts you can see the rock. It's just, yeah, I will just teach you, and also some flowers, and yeah, just make it very beautiful, mysterious artwork. And also, if you see you have a very awesome, in my opinion, lighting, you know, you have this kind of highlights. You have here on the bottom a little bit, here on the top, the cosmetics are perfectly lit, so they are in the focus, you know, all that we will do. Yeah, stick with me. So yeah, let's just start with the project. First of all, I want to bring a rock. As I said, you can just download the rock packs. I've created them already here, so it's just a little bit faster. So I just copy and paste it and bring it into my scene, and just bring it here into the middle and bring it a little bit up. And now I just want to kind of a guidance, because yeah, that helps a lot, just a backdrop. So we just bring in the plane, we make it much longer, NB for the mesh, and we just bring high segments much higher. And we select our plane, we go to bend deformer, bring it with shift down there, and strength 90 degrees, and we bring the size just a little bit up, so we can rotate it a little bit. Yeah, something like that. We have to rotate it also 90 degrees here. So you see we have something like that, and just adjust the size, bring it a little bit more up so we have more segments. So yeah, we have something like that, you know, so we have a nice backdrop, and yeah, we can just make it a little bit, but yeah, something like that should be enough. Also, let's create a square format for that example. So 2000 by 2000, we make Octane render, and yeah, we have something like that. And now, yeah, we can already start our Octane live viewer. So we just bring it in. Let me save the project. We start with the Octane camera. We go into the camera, and again, we want this kind of flat view. We don't want this 36 millimeters, because then the view is very distorted. So we go to our camera and just type in I don't know, 100 millimeters or something. And yeah, just adjust the camera, so 0 degrees, and we bring it to the middle and just bring it here somewhere. So yeah, we have something like that, and we start our Octane render. And yeah, okay guys, that's it. Thank you for watching. Let's make our bars here black, so we only see what we really will see. That will help just a little bit. I press F2 to the top view and go to the perspective view and NB, so I can move in the viewport without changing the camera. So yeah, we have something like that, and I just want to rotate it a little bit. Yeah, maybe something like that. And now it's just a lot of trying out and just experimenting. So yeah, I bring my other rocks, and yeah, I know already where it will come, so we don't waste too much time. The most important part is just that you bring some kind of rock into the scene and just rotate it a little bit and try how it works, and just look at the image like here, you know, don't look at lighting, don't look at materials, it's like here it's absolutely shit right now, but we will adjust it later. But right now we need the composition. And yeah, also I'm always using like references. So I have like on PureRef just some images open. Yeah, I just try to go like in some kind of direction. Like I don't copy like exactly one image. Yeah, sometimes yes, but through the progress, like, you know, like you come with your own idea. But yeah, in that example, I will just recreate like the exactly same render. Like, so yeah, it's just trying around a little bit and just see what happens, what works, what doesn't work. But yeah, also guys, of course, I will not spend like too much time on all that, because yeah, it's you know, like to get like the right composition, that takes definitely the most time. And yeah, I just bring like the other rock inside. When you're doing like that kind of stuff, it's always important that you think already a little bit like in what kind of direction do you want to go. Like here in that example, I knew I wanted to put like the bottle and the tube somewhere on the stones. So I tried to create like some kind of composition where the rocks are like, have a flat horizontal surface where they can sit on, you know. So yeah, I'm also trying to do exactly that here. So yeah, guys, I cheated a little bit. I just took like the same composition from my project I've did already. But yeah, it would take just too long, and you will anyways create like your own composition. So yeah, we have something like that. And yeah, it doesn't look maybe so right, because this part is a little bit too empty and this part here is a little bit too empty. But as you see, like the bench will come, you know, and also like some ferns, you know, like I wanted to fill that place with some ferns. So we have like interesting different shapes, you know, between like rocks and plants and like this wood. So with the wood, the same procedure. So we just take our wood here or any other object you want and just bring in like into the project. And again, it's just like here, just rotating, like moving around in the scene. Yeah, and just try, yeah, something like that wouldn't work because it's not realistic. So really just try like to bring the branch. So yeah, we have a beautiful composition here. And yeah, you see like the bench is going a little bit through the stone, but from that angle you don't see it. Yeah, that looks very great in my opinion. And let's continue with the cosmetics. So you can download them just in the link in the description. Yeah, you have to put in your name and your email, but I don't spam you. So yeah, again, I just bring them into the scene. I call it tube, and let's just start with the tube again with F2. So we are in the viewport. And we just find a nice place, adjust the height a little bit so it looks a little bit more realistic. And yeah, I just bring it here a little bit behind like this little bump here on the rock so we don't see it. Yeah, something like that. But yeah, we can definitely adjust it later. And now the drop bottle, that one I just bring like here and rotate like with the label to the front, make it definitely a little bit smaller. Yeah, even something like that. And again, just bring it a little bit like on the stone. And yeah, that looks fine. And also I just want to bring all that composition just a little bit more on the left side, because yeah, it's, you know, if it's in the middle like that, it's, I don't know, like the balance is a little bit off in the image. And I also want to bring like the cosmetics a little bit like more in the middle. So yeah, we have something like that, and I think I like it. And yeah, as you see, I've unwrapped it. So yeah, that's absolutely perfect. And the UV map I also attached to that file you can download. And yeah, also that etiquette. So yeah, we can just put it in Photoshop and just create like our design as we want. Yeah, let's do that. First of all, I've just removed the unused materials. So we have something like that. So yeah, let's just go to Photoshop. And first of all, let's create for the tube. It's this file here, tube UV map. You can open it. And this here is the most important part for our tube. And we have to create like the design and position like everything here on that UV map. And yeah, if you see, I have like all that other stuff. Let's just start like with a name. And yeah, I will just call it like the same as before. PLANETARA, I don't know, magic drops. And yeah, guys, I'm not a graphic designer. So yeah, I'm not the best in creating that kind of stuff of design. But yeah, I think that works pretty good. And yeah, I will just give it like Times New Roman. I think that looks cool. Bring it somewhere, yeah, definitely here, kind of in the middle. But yeah, we can definitely adjust it and just see how it will look. But let me I will just have here like some mandalas. I will just bring like a mandala, and I think that looks pretty nice because it's also like kind of, I don't know, like mysterious, spiritual, something like that. I think I like that. And yeah, let's just bring the font a little bit down, and now we can create like this kind of stuff, these triangles here. So for that we go above our UV layer here and just go to our polygon lasso tool and just create like those two shapes here and just fill them with, I don't know, like with black for now. And then we create a new layer and do the same, like, but watch out, don't go over the other UV islands we have, because then you could see it then maybe. And let's make it for now just gray. So yeah, we have something like that. And yeah, maybe it's a little bit off, but yeah, it's also a little bit cool if it's not like super symmetric. Let me also bring that one here above. And yeah, I see it's magic drops, but it's of course magic cream. It makes more sense. And now the thing is, everything what we do now here, because we want to create like this foil here, we can ignore this black triangle here and it will be just black because we will create like in a second a mask out of it. But we can create like this orange part here. So we go to our orange, our gray triangle, go to a new layer, clip this new layer to our gray triangle, go to G for gradient and go to foreground background. And we just create like a background, like, I don't know, just like an orange one. And on the other side, just a little bit a brighter one. And yeah, here I have a radial gradient. So yeah, I have something like that. I think that looks already pretty cool. Yeah, now what we can do, I just like to test how it looks then on the real bottle. So for that, I just go to File and Save as a PSD, Tube UV PSD, because now I can just create like a material and just adjust it everything like afterwards without a problem. So yeah, I just render this thing here. And yeah, as I said, I create a new material, but a composite material, because yeah, we will have like those two materials. And I just bring it on the drop bottle here on the top. Let's call it tube top. And I go into this material. I create the first material, just the sub material, and connect into the diffuse our PSD that we just created. So we just drag it in and it should work. So we give it here. And yeah, as you see, that looks perfect, but we have a little problem. First of all, you see, we see our mesh here and it doesn't go like to the bottom. So we go again to our PSD, and yeah, of course we see the mesh because we also see it here. So let's just bring like a white layer, and also we make just with Ctrl T like this black triangle a little bit bigger. So, and again, you can just save it now and go back to your node editor and just go to the PSD file and just reload, and now it should work perfect. And as you see, guys, that looks already pretty perfect. But what I will do, I will just bring in the text just a little bit down. So again, Ctrl S for save and just reload the file. And yeah, guys, I think that looks really good. And now like the most interesting part is like we want to bring like a metal material here. And for that, that's also very easy. We save this file here, Ctrl S, and again, we just go to File and Save As. And we just take the same file, but just add a mask behind it, so we know it's the mask. And now we can make everything white except the triangle here. So we can do that by just bringing the triangle on top, Control, new layer, fill it with white, and we have something like that. And now you can again save it, and we go back to our node editor. And now we have like our first material, and we create our second material. And this second material will be a metallic one. Let's make a GGX preserving. And now if you see, if we go to material, either we can make it completely metal. Yeah, you don't see reflection because we don't have any HDI, but yeah, this is like the metal one. Or we can have like the first material. So what we need is just the mask. And again, just here we bring our mask in and we bring it into the material 2 mask. So it's just between. And now we just need to invert it. Exactly. You see, now later, if we, or even now, we can just make our submaterial. We bring at the specular, just the RGB spectrum, we put it in, and we just give it like a little bit of orange yellow color, so it looks like golden. And yeah, don't worry guys, it looks right now very shit because we don't have any reflections, no light sources. But yeah, that will come everything later. But honestly, I like it already a lot. So let's just save it. And yeah, let's do the same for our drop bottle. So we just drag in like the UV from the drop bottle. So this is this one. So yeah, you see this part of the body is inside, but yeah, we will just put this UV map only on the label, so that won't bother us. And now what we can do, very easy, we can just bring in like the same text and also the same mandala to our new thing here. And how did it look in the original? And yeah, make just the font a little bit bigger, something like that, and that's time we have our drops here. And also our mandala, just scale it a little bit up. And yeah, so we have something like that. I think that I like that. And again, we need a new layer, and we bring again with the polygon lasso tool just a few little triangles here, not so big. And again, we just have to fill it right now with something, and again, just create the next one. And yeah, just overlapping a little bit, give it just a grayish color for now. So we have something like that. And I think that will look good. Let's just bring like one layer on top, a white one. So I think that will be good. And the same here. So let's just, so yeah, as you can see here also, like on the label, the left part triangle is metallic. Yeah, it's a little bit rough, but yeah, it is metallic. And the right side is just orange again. So yeah, we do exactly the same. So yeah, let's just change the color here. I select that and make that black. And this one, yeah, I just make it gray for now. So we have something like that. It's exactly what we need. And now again, we can just create like a gradient. So yeah, my Photoshop crashed, so I had to recreate it. So yeah, we have something like this. And again, we just create a new layer over the gray one and clip it to the underlying with alt clicking between those. And yeah, now we need a gradient with the same color. So we just go to that one we've created already. And with B, just select like this darker color here, and X, switch between the colors, just select like the lighter one, and then we just make like the same, yeah, something like this. I think I like that very much. And again, we can just save it again as a drop bottle UV label, I don't know, and just as a PSD, and go back to our file. And yeah, just again, create a new composite material. We call it bottle label, and we just bring it onto the bottle. So where is our UV? So we just bring it onto UV. So we have something like this. And again, just we create 2 materials. And in the first one, we just bring in our new PSD we've just created. So yeah, we have something like that. And you see, that looks exactly what we need. Yeah, I like that very much. Yes, again guys, it's just too dark. It doesn't look good right now, but it doesn't matter. And again, we just need, again, so we have to save it and save it again. Save as mask PSD, because now we just bring like the black triangle to the top, create a new layer and make it white. So we have something like that, and just save it, because again, we just use this file as a mask, something like that. And again, we just have to invert it. And here our submaterial, the layer beneath it, is again a metallic one. and we just bring at the specular again a RGB spectrum. Also we give it like a little bit like of a orange color. So yeah, that looks good. And you will see later it will look awesome. Okay, so let's create some textures for the bottles in this episode. So yeah, we are finished with that. For that, let's just bring in a HDI environment, and in the tag, in the image texture, we bring just something because we won't use it later, but so we see now the reflection and all that stuff. Yeah, I bring the power a little bit more up. So yeah, we just can work a little bit with it and create like the glass and all that stuff. So let me zoom in. So let's start with the bottle. I zoomed in a little bit and let's check it out what's happening here. So this is our outer part here. Let's call it just outer glass. And for that, I will just take a specular material. I call it also outer glass and apply it on it. We have some glass, but yeah, let's delete the UV material. So yeah, just reload the Octane if it doesn't, it's not showing it. And also then we have somewhere the liquid. The liquid is cylinder 001, so we just call it liquid. And for the liquid, again, we just copy and paste our glass material. We call it liquid and just apply it as well. So we have something like that. Let me just make it a little bit different. I just zoom in with the camera. Yeah, I think that's just better and faster. I don't know why. So yeah, I just zoomed in like with the camera here a little bit because yeah, I don't know, it's just better. And let's make our liquid. If we check here, like our bottle is pretty dark. I like it. We can give our outer glass a little bit of transmission, just like really little bit, just like a orangey color. Yeah, just maybe a little bit more. So yeah, something like that. And the liquid, we can give like a more transmission color. So yeah, something like that. But yeah, I think I want the color even darker, a little bit more saturated. So yeah, something like that, and make it even darker and more saturated. So yeah, we have something like that, but we have anyways adjusted later with the lighting because that will change everything a little bit. And yeah, for the top part here, I want to give it like this kind of plastic metallic look or something. It looks very good, I think. And it's just like a metallic, so we bring it on top. Yeah, let's call it just metallic. And we just give it again like a specular and a little bit like of a orangey color. Yeah, something like that. And also we need a little bit more roughness. Yeah, I like that, but we just need a little bit less specular, maybe a little bit more colors. So yeah, we have something like that. But yeah, if you see here in that example, like this top part, which is like rubber kind of, it's rubber, and this part is like more metallic. So yeah, let's just do it. So yeah, we go to our top part here and just with UL and polygon mode. And yeah, we just select like this circle here. And with UF and shift click, we just select all of the other polygons. And we just go to select and set selection. And for that selection, we create again, just like maybe a glossy material, and we call it rubber. Yeah, I know you can do it like with SSS, but in that example, yeah, just because this is not the main part of the tutorial, we just bring in the selection. So yeah, exactly, we have separated it, and in the rubber, we just give it a little bit like kind of this color. Maybe we can just color pick it. Yeah, something like that. We give it a little bit of roughness. Maybe we can make it a little bit brighter, a little bit less saturated. And yeah, we have something like that. But yeah, for tutorial, that's absolutely enough. But we will adjust it later when we create like all the adjust the materials and the lighting, because then we exactly know how it looks. But again, as you see here, because now we have like some kind of light in the scene, we have here the reflection, you see? Like, yeah, here if I show it to you, we have our label and this is metallic, and the same thing here, we have like reflection here. But what I see, I definitely want to give it like a little bit of roughness, because yeah, it's too reflective. So we go to our tube material, go to our metallic one, go to the roughness and just bring in the roughness. Yeah, just even more. So it's, yeah, it's a little bit like kind of, yeah, something like that. And yeah, I like that. And also what we can do, we can give our tube our materials that we just created. I think that should work. Our metal material, or maybe more realistic, like this kind of plastic or rubber. So yeah, if we bring this into a subdivision surface, yeah, you see that looks much better in my opinion. And yeah, guys, like this here, it's not perfect, but yeah, for the tutorial, like it's already taking too much time. So we have something like that, and we can also see later if that what is right now white, if we want to give it a little bit of a color or something, but it's not so important right now. And yeah, I think that's the first part, because yeah, in the next part we will start with creating those plants here, and then it will start like to get really interesting. And see, you have even on the branch on some parts this grass and all that stuff. So yeah, guys, that's really basically it for that first tutorial, because the next part where we will create like this plants on the rocks, on some places we have grass, on some other places we have some moss, some ferns, some flowers, and yeah, that will take a long time. That's why I'm cutting now this tutorial. So yeah, it will not be too long and not too boring. And yeah, we have our first part, which was a little bit boring, but the next parts will be definitely much more interesting. And we will also create like the lighting and all the materials and shading. We will adjust the texture of the rocks, and yeah, it will come much more to life. It will look much more interesting. So subscribe for the next part, and yeah, it will come like tomorrow or day after tomorrow or something. So yeah, see you.